was taking place, the type of conversation that was taking place, the intelligence of the conversation that was taking place, but I got to see it. And while I was watching this, I was asking myself the question, which other political party in this country would a conversation where the senior most leadership is bluntly told, without holding back, without any hesitation, is bluntly told what the Congress party feels. I was thinking to myself, certainly the RSS and the BJP would never allow such a thing. In fact, many of our leaders, Arya ji is here. Many of our leaders who have come back have said to me exactly what the BJP allows them to say and doesn't allow them to say. Arya ji himself told me that as a Dalit in the BJP, he had no place. As a Dalit in the BJP, he was humiliated every single day. These are his words. And there are other parties, regional parties, and with all respect, even the regional parties would not tolerate the type of conversation that we have just had. And this conversation, this is not something new in the Congress. This didn't happen just yesterday or day before. We are attacked for it. Every day in the media we are attacked because we allow conversation inside our party. Every day we are attacked. But there is a reason. There is a reason we allow conversation. This party's DNA is a conversation between the people of this country. Doesn't matter where they come from, doesn't matter whether they're rich, poor, what community they're from, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christian, anybody. This party has always provided a platform for a conversation, a platform where people can speak without fear, without worry. And that is what this party continues to do. Unfortunately, this is not how the politics of the country is progressing. The politics of the country now does not entail a conversation. It does not entail the expression of views. It does not entail the expression of feelings. Some days back in Parliament, I made a speech where I said, India, Bharat, is a union of states. That is the line that is written in our constitution. India is not described as a nation. It is described as a union of states. Meaning, the states of India, the people of India, have come together to form the union. They have come together to form the union. And it is critical for the union of this country that the states and the people are allowed to have a conversation. Because the only alternative, and I say this with full responsibility, the only alternative to a conversation between the people of India is violence between the people of India. You can either choose to have a conversation between the people of India, or then you can choose to have violence between the people of India. And this conversation that takes place between the people of India, between the states of India, the instruments of this conversation, the mechanism of this conversation are the institutions that the Congress party, that your great leaders, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Patel, Azad ji, Ambedkar ji, have helped us create. These institutions do not belong to any one individual. They do not belong to a political party. They belong to the union of India. They belong to every single person in this union. And today what we are seeing is the systematic destruction of the institutions that help India, help the states of India speak to each other. We see it, those of us who are in Parliament, we see it in Parliament House. Our mics are shut off, members are thrown out of the House, conversations are not allowed. We see it when the judiciary is pressurized. We see it when the arms of the election commission are twisted. We see it when the media is muzzled. And we say, okay, we lightly say that the conversation is being muzzled. But what we do not understand is the consequence of this muzzling. India does not understand it yet. Most people in this country do not understand it. Because the day this country's institutions stop working, the day this country stops speaking to itself, the day this country does not communicate with itself effectively, is the day that we will all be in very serious trouble. And you can already see the tension. It is there for everybody to see. You speak to the press people, they will tell you that we are muzzled. You speak to the political class, speak to the leaders, every single politician knows the word Pegasus. There is not a single politician in this country who does not know what Pegasus is. Pegasus is not a software. Pegasus is the method of silencing the political class of this country. It is not simply a software. It is the way to strangle. It is the way to strangle the political discussion in this country. And so this is what we are seeing. Now the question is, how does the Congress party respond to this? It's a question on all your minds. We see economic collapse. Some days back, the Prime Minister said, we are going to be exporting wheat. And then suddenly, a few days later, we are not going to be exporting wheat. We put a ban on the export of wheat. My friends from Punjab and the rest of the country know the impact of the farm laws. You know what the farm laws were designed to do, and you know the devastation and the pain that the farm laws caused to the people of Punjab. And had they not been stopped, what would have happened to Punjab? And you know, you spoke to me yesterday, you know what is happening in Punjab today and the feelings that are rampant in Punjab today. जो हमारे युवा हैं, आज हिंदुस्तान के युवा को रोजगार नहीं मिल सकता है. नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 2 करोड़ युवाओं को रोजगार देने की बात की। आज अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट आज से ज्यादा कभी नहीं रहा है, और ये उनके आंकड़े, हमारे आंकड़े नहीं है। क्यों? क्योंकि जो रीढ़ की हड्डी है, जो रोजगार पैदा करती है, उस रीढ़ की हड्डी को नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने, बीजेपी ने और उनकी विचारधारा ने तोड़ दिया है। नोटबंदी, जीएसटी ये लागू करके और पूरा का पूरा फायदा 2-3 बड़े उद्योगपतियों को देकर सरकार ने हिंदुस्तान के युवाओं के भविष्य को नष्ट कर दिया है। और आने वाले समय में आपको देखने को मिलेगा, देश का युवा रोजगार नहीं पा पाएगा। एक तरफ बेरोजगारी, दूसरी तरफ महंगाई। यूक्रेन में लड़ाई हुई है, आने वाले समय में इन्फ्लेशन जबरदस्त तरीके से बढ़ेगा, और जो हमारा, जिसको हम डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड कहते थे, खतरा है कि डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड डेमोग्राफिक डिजास्टर में बदल जाए। इसके लिए जिम्मेदार कौन है? कांग्रेस पार्टी जिम्मेदार नहीं है, बीजेपी जिम्मेदार है, सरकार जिम्मेदार है। मगर हमारी भी एक जिम्मेदारी है। हमारी जिम्मेदारी जो विचारधारा की लड़ाई है उसको लड़ने की है, और जनता के साथ खड़े होने की है। हमारा शिकायत है, हमारा पूरा का पूरा डिस्कशन, पूरी की पूरी बातचीत हमारी अपनी इंटरनल मामले में होती है। कौन सी पोस्ट किसको मिल रही है, इंटरनल हमारा फोकस रहता है। और आज के समय में इंटरनल फोकस से हमारा काम नहीं होने वाला है। हमारा फोकस एक्सटर्नल फोकस होना पड़ेगा। जनता की ओर हमें देखना पड़ेगा, जनता के पास हमें जाना पड़ेगा, और सिर्फ हमारे लिए नहीं, देश के लिए। प्रेस में पूरा डिस्कशन कांग्रेस पार्टी की पोजीशंस के बारे में होता है। हमें बिना सोचे, चाहे हमारे सीनियर नेता हो, जूनियर नेता हो, कार्यकर्ता हो, हमें बिना सोचे जनता के बीच में जाकर बैठ जाना चाहिए। जो उनकी समस्या है उनको समझना चाहिए, और जो हमारा पहले उनके जनता के साथ कनेक्शन होता था, जो कांग्रेस पार्टी का कनेक्शन जनता से टूटा है, उसको हमें एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ेगा। उस कनेक्शन को हमें फिर से बनाना पड़ेगा। और जनता चाहती है, जनता समझती है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ही यह काम कर सकती है। जनता समझती है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ही देश को आगे ले जा सकती है। यह हमारी जिम्मेदारी है। और मुझे यह सुनकर कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ने निर्णय लिया है, अक्टूबर में निर्णय लिया है कि पूरी की पूरी कांग्रेस पार्टी जनता के बीच में जाएगी, यात्रा करेगी, और जो जनता के साथ कांग्रेस पार्टी का रिश्ता था और है, उसको एक बार फिर से मजबूत करेगी। यही हमारे लिए रास्ता है, और शॉर्टकट से ये नहीं होने वाला है। मैं बता रहा हूं, जो सोचता है कि शॉर्टकट करके ये काम किया जा सकता है, ये काम शॉर्टकट से नहीं किया जा सकता है। ये काम पसीने से ही किया जाएगा, बिना पसीने नहीं किया जाएगा। और आप लोग कर सकते हो, आप में क्षमता है, हम सब में क्षमता है, और ये हमारा डीएनए है। हम पैदा ही जनता से हुए, ये संगठन जनता से ही निकला है। तो हमें एक बार फिर जनता के बीच में जाना है। About the Congress party, many things have been discussed about our economic policies, about our political positions, about youngsters, the future of India's youth, the weaker sections, farmers. We had all these discussions, and we have prepared papers that give us a clear direction on where we have to go. But I do feel that there are some things which are already in those papers, which I would like to repeat here, which the Congress party must think very seriously about doing. I've said that we must have a mass contact program where all of us, regardless of our age, our position, where all of us go to the people of India and spend not 1 day, 2 days, but months with the people of India. Understand what the people of India want and what the people of India are saying. Understand what the farmers want, what the laborers want. This to me is the first step. The second step is transforming the nature of the Congress party. Not the nature in terms of its thinking, not the nature in terms of its ideology, but its nature in terms of the way we do our work. 21st century is about communication. And if there is one area where our opponents outdo us, it is in communication. They have much more money than us, and they are better at communication than we are. So we must think about communication, completely reform our communication systems, and communicate with the people of India, with the youngsters, in a